fine covering for it. That extra workout during the week. Yeah. These. I understand that reference. Really? I was talking to my daughter yesterday. They just had their 21st wedding anniversary. Yeah. And we was talking about, because I'm 20 years older than her. Right. And my mom was 30. And when she got married, she goes, "You were younger than I am now when I got married now." She was 20, and so I was just 40, 48, something like that. Right. And now she's 50. I said, "You still got kids? Little kids?" I said, "But let me tell you, 20 years, things change fast. You better be ready for it, because it'll kick your ass. It will kick your ass." All right, so I'm gonna leave this over here because I'm gonna maybe rock your hips a little bit. And put mine, as soon as I quit walking circles today. Yeesh. So yeah, 20 years, then sound like much, and it's not really, it's there before you know it. Yeah, actually, it really is there before you know it. Like, I keep thinking back, because Marty had said something like that. She's my youngest, so she got married, well, we all got married at the same time, but maybe I had so much freedom at that age, because you guys are all grown, you know? And yes, and it's hard for me to understand. And I'm not knocking anybody, but I had kids. I had just turned 20, 21 and 23, and so I've been a grandma for a long time. So Rick, I was 17. So I need around 17. Of course, I wasn't looking for it, but I could be from around 30, 35. So I'm not using the weights quite yet. So I went ahead and put the extra mat, underneath my legs, because my knees are bent right now. So what do you want me to do? I just put the mats. So it's kind of correct. There we go. So start with pelvic tilts. Squeeze your glutes. Squeeze your glutes. I honestly thought I was going to be super sore this morning, and it still might happen. I've been taking preventative, like, I don't know if you can smell the icy hot on me. All the stuff. I did it last night before I went to bed, the whole thing. One more. Because your hip flexors are tight, I want you to straighten one leg first. You have a stretch? Yeah. Okay, let it stretch for just a second. When that gets a little better, go ahead and take the other leg out. How's that feel? That's good. Okay, can you feel your low back on the floor? Yeah. Without trying, without? Yeah. Yeah, like I'm not trying to push down, it just, because it wants to arch, but, yeah. So you might want to tuck the mat a little more. So it kind of keeps your hips
in a neutral position, almost without tilt.
Yeah.
So it's a little easier for me to keep my back down. And I get this nice little hip flexor stretch. All right, so keeping this body position, the torso, I want to bring my feet back up. Is it easier to keep your back down now?
Yeah.
Like you can feel it into the ground?
Yeah.
Perfect. All right, so let's loosen up the shoulders just a little bit. Palms are facing each other, arms above your chest. We're just gonna open and close. It's comfortable. And again, the whole time I'm pulling my abs up and in. Going to a pullover type move. Oh, crack pop. Oh, we don't move the arms, so we're just gonna move the arms, windmill type things, just round them. Let things open up and stretch in that shoulder joint. Change direction. Nice. So shoulders should be a little more lubricated at this point in time. Try to grab those weights. Elbows are tucked into your side. Shoulder blades are backing down. Engage your torso. Ready? Press to the ceiling. Press them up. Set them down. And those elbows are going to glide back down to your side. If you're back in the chest, just squeezing those armpits through the whole thing. Hold the next one up, out to a fly. Again, keep your back down. Nice. One more, going to a pullover. Keep your back down. Your abs should be engaged pretty hard right now. Keeping that low back on the floor. Just a couple more. Last one. And put the weights down. So we're gonna go back to that pelvic tilt. Ready? And pelvic tilt. Pelvic tilt. Squeeze your tush. You have a stretch in your back arm.
Really?
In the low back.
Yeah.
Do you have a stretch in your quads at all?
Yeah.
Okay. And again, we're going to take one leg at a time. Start with your left leg this time. Release it out. You have a big stretch still?
No. Kind of more inner eye.
Good. And again, we're just letting things settle for a minute. I like your hip flexors being strong, but if they're not stretched out, they get mad. All right, we're going back with our feet in. I'm going to raise my hips up slightly so I can bring that mat underneath them a little bit more. So it's real easy to pick my legs up and have them blocked. Does that make sense? So tuck under your butt more. There you go. Can you pick up your knees? You can do one at a time. There you go. Does it feel like the mat's helping you keep your legs up?
Yeah.
Perfect. So I don't want the angle of your hips to change. But I do want you to just tap your right toe on the floor. Tap and bring it back. Tap, bring it back. Pull your navel into the floor. One more. We're going to switch to your left. And again, keep your navel driving through the floor, long neck, all the stuff. And 6, and 7. Keep your back pressing into the floor. 9, one more. Now feet to the floor. Slide your right leg out, nice and easy. And then your left. Can you feel your belly stretch this time as well? Great. So I changed where the mat is or your block. So it changes how you feel the stretch a little bit. And right foot on the floor, left foot on the floor. Keep the mat where it's at. If you're gonna stay, it'll keep you in pelvic tilt. I'm gonna grab those weights again. Let's do the same pattern. Ready? And press up. Keep those elbows tucked in. Let those arms drift up over the shoulder area. Keeping everything stacked. Leave this one up. Flies, open and close. Keep a strong chest. Long neck. One more, please. And here's your pullovers. Keep your back into the floor. Keep pressing your belly button down to your spine, all the good stuff. Nice and easy. And one more, please. And put those weights down. I'm going to take my feet wide on the mat. So I tend to hold on to the mat. I'm going to take my knees and shift them to the right and then to the left. Can you feel a stretch in your hips? Maybe some inner thigh. Yeah. Just nice and easy, right and left. Face. We're going to come back to the center. Bring your legs back into neutral, slide them out right and left. Does the stretch feel a little easier now? Yeah. We're going to bring your legs back in. We're going to move the mat again. So it's definitely under your tailbone. So one leg at a time, very important. Left leg, extend out. Right leg, extend out. Do you have a stretch in your hip flexors? Yeah. So even though my hips are high, I'm still pulling my belly in. And it protects my back, that's all. Bring your one foot in at a time. We're going to slide the mat up underneath your low back. So like right at your waistline. And I'm trying to not allow my back to go over the mat. I'm keeping my push tucked up. We're down. So can you feel your abs awake? If you're squeezing, if you're doing your pelvic tilt, you should feel your belly and your glutes. Or maybe a little quad stretch. All right, so we're going to untuck and tuck, basically. Allow your tailbone to roll over and then squeeze up. Ready? And roll over and squeeze up. Roll over. Think about your booty. Squeeze your as hard as you can. Roll over. Squeeze up. Roll over. Squeeze up. Roll over. So basically, I'm just using the mat as a block to help isolate your glutes and stretch into your back and your all the good stuff. We're going to go up and hold. Keep your left side engaged, your right legs for the slide out. Can you feel the front side of your hip flexor area?
Yeah.
Is it painful?
No.
Okay. Can you feel it open up?
Yeah.
Perfect. Right foot turning out. Should change things a little bit.
Yeah.
Bring it back in and set the foot down. Keep your right side engaged, left leg goes out. And again, I'm still in a pelvic tilt because of my right leg working. And then I want to turn my left foot out. So it changes how my feet are sitting in my hip socket. Bring it back in. I want you to bridge up and move the mat completely out. Does your back feel like it's flat on the floor?
Yeah. So that was a long way down.
Yeah, it is a long, it does feel like it's a huge long way down. Go ahead and extend your right leg and bring your left. Does everything feel kind of in alignment now?
Yeah.
So I like using the mat because of that reason. Like I can get into it a little easier and stretch. Go ahead, feet back on the floor, take your feet wide. Go ahead and swoop those knees right and left again. Make sure everything works. Do you feel a little more stretched?
Yes.
Perfect. All right, right knee up, left knee up. And I'm letting my feet hang. I'm not thinking about having a tabletop. I want to think about my knees circling. We're going to pull them in, down and around to the right, up on the left, and again, down and around. And again, keep your back into the mat the whole time. And your belly's working, right? And you're getting some range of motion. One more this way. Change direction. Keep breathing. I know they're harder than what they look.
Yeah.
And you go on the floor. Woo. Go ahead and straighten your legs. Make sure your hip flexors are staying happy. So anytime we have our knees up, right, our hip flexors are firing. When we straighten the leg, we're stretching to a certain degree. And when we block them with their hips high, they actually stretch. All right, going back to those weights. Ready? And press up. Push. And push. And push. So we're doing a little, weight training, a little flexibility, a little mobility, all the good stuff. Okay. Leave this one up, fly, open and close, keeping the shoulders back and down, abs to your spine, spine into the floor. Keep that chest nice and lifted. Nice, easy flowing motions. And we have one more. And here's your pullover. Keep your back into the floor, find your triceps, find your whole front of your body. Just one more. Awesome. We're going to flip over. I think I like those knee pads the best because, like I said, they're a little dense, and I think they're better than the mats. So hands are directly underneath your shoulders, right? Hips and knees are set, your abs up, and we're just hanging out. We're not doing anything else right now, just hanging out. Just getting those wrists used to medium weight bearing. We're going to curl the toes back, press back through your hips, and then come back forward. What are you feeling? What are you feeling?
My knee, behind my knees. I can't seem to go back. It's probably because they're so pregnant.
No, actually, I think it's more stiffness. To be honest with you. Can you go to your forearms? And again, my hips and my heels are, hips and heels. Next to knees are stacked. Want to try that press back again? Maybe you're close. Does it feel like you're stuck?
No, it just feels like it's.
I don't feel like.
And to,
Can you point out where you're,
point out what?
is it here?
Yeah, back here.
Right, both of those?
Yeah. Listen to.
Interesting. So, I'm gonna move on up. Okay. I know. You're like, ooh, nice. How do your legs feel right now?
They feel okay, actually.
Yeah, so we opened up, literally, we opened up all of this, right? And then your quads and stuff. So your hips should feel like,
Yeah.
like these should feel pretty good. So you can, why don't you grab 2 chairs? I'm gonna grab a chair. And one for balance. Right? We have all this voice out today.
They're saying that's a lot of cleanup.
I'm here to help, right? So your knee's gonna go in the chair. So, there you go. So just put your knee in the chair, so you're facing the back of the chair. Right? So push your hip forward. I'm gonna sit back and come forward. Sit back and come forward. Is that easier than being on the floor?
Yeah.
Feel like you have better range of motion?
Yeah.
Can you feel that same feeling that you had? But maybe not as prominent?
I don't know.
For one more. And we're gonna switch legs. And again, everything's pulled up and in. So even though it feels like we're stretching, we're actually doing a single leg squat.
This one is not as easy.
It's probably that leg stopping you on the floor than it is your left leg, in other words. Is that the leg that you have the most trouble with?
The knee really, problems with this. And that's where it feels all around the knee area.
Well,
But it may get easier.
so if it's tight, it doesn't want to work. This arthritic, you don't move it, it won't want to work. But as you just said, the more you did,
Yeah.
the better it felt. Keeping the chair close. Think about this. Put your right knee out first. Out of running lunge position. Tuck your tush. Find your hip flexor stretch in your left hip. Yeah? Now your right leg. I want you to tighten your right leg. Can you do that? Your right glute abs are in. I want you to think about your left knee lowering towards the floor. Ready? Lower your left knee and come up. Left knee. How's your right leg doing?
Yeah, it's fine.
Just a couple more. Keep everything super tight. Pull in center, all the stuff. Go one more. Come up, check out your legs for just a second. Can you feel that they were working?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, here's the other side. So you know what normal feels like. I'll put it that way. Right? So let's start again. Stack your left knee over your heel. Tighten your legs up. Tighten your glutes up. Bend your front knee for me. There you go. Ready? And lower your right knee. Lower your right knee and squeeze. Keep everything super tight. And you don't have to go low, right? But I need your tush to stay tough and find that lowering motion. Just a few more. Last one. And up. How was that? Did it feel more painful? Painful, a little more work maybe?
Yeah.
So, I'm not a doctor, I don't need to play doctor on TV anymore. I think your right leg's super weak.
See, I always think it's my right, but then when I go to do something with my left, it's so not strong.
Which one?
My left. You know, like, and it may be because walking up steps or something.
Which leg do you use to walk up this step with? Do you do one at a time or both?
One at a time. Well,
You know what I mean, one leg only goes up.
Yeah, I try to do, if I go, am I starting with the right leg? Because this one is so weak that I can't hardly stand on it. So then I go this way, and I feel awkward still. But it is stronger on that first, step in my knee. This big, but- So I don't know how I welcome this. Because I'm always thinking while I'm doing it, which way can I do it? And I don't want to stop. Do this, so
Right.
I am trying.
So you have a rail that you
Yeah.
hold on to?
Yeah, it's usually like at the movies or somewhere,
Right.
or if I'm at somebody's house.
Okay, so you have stairs at your house?
No, not even a little lip of a step.
You know, that's why I like the steps here, the bench.
Yeah,
And you know, I'll probably start bringing that out for you. I know, but if we don't keep doing it, these are gonna get worse. Okay, so, here we go. Hold on to the back of the chair. I want you to pick up your right knee and set it down. Pick up your right knee and set it down. What do you feel?
I feel.
Your hip flexor,
Yeah,
right? And switch. Your left knee. What do you feel?
nothing really. I mean, my hip flexor is just a teeny bit, it's not bad.
But it doesn't feel like it's over.
Yeah,
Okay, so we're gonna pick up the right knee again, but this time, I want you to get all the way on your left leg, squeeze your leg, squeeze your glute. Put your right leg up front, ready, pick up your knee. Squeeze your left leg, squeeze your left leg. Is that better on your hip flexor?
it's better, definitely.
And let's switch. Squeeze your right leg as hard as you can, ready, pick up your left knee. Can you feel things working now?
Yeah.
I don't think your body's working as a unit. Does that make sense? We talk about this at 9:30, about pulling everything up and making things work. Because I tried not to make things work and I went off balance just then, right? And if one side is very active all the time and the other one's just hanging out, we will walk.
I do find myself balance off when I
Yeah.
go into the right, yeah.
So, there's a lot of things not firing up that should fire up. I think the first and foremost thing you wanna think about is the backside. I know, as soon as you squeeze your glutes, your inner thighs activate. Can you feel your abs? Like squeeze your tush, then you feel your inner thighs and feel your belly, you can't hold it.
Yeah.
And then it's like you're stable. But if not, we will wobble. And if I try just my inner thighs, like it pulls on my knees. If I try just my quads, I feel like I go forward. But if I squeeze my tush, it sets me. So that's gonna be your homework. Tighten your tush.
Okay, because I'm always doing this now. Stretching,
Right?
when I stand up.
So drop your back heel. Right? Keep your back heel drop. So don't think about leaning back, just go straight up. Now, take your tailbone, tuck under. Feel the difference? Can you feel that stretch?
Yeah,
Can you feel a little more prominent than doing that?
yeah.
Because when I do that, I feel my back. Try the other leg. And then just take your tailbone and tuck under. Is that definitely more of a flexor stretch for you now?
Yeah.
Yeah. So keep your feet flat, split weight, and just tuck under.
All right, let's call it.
Okay,
I know it's early, but
that's all right.
so that'll help fix some stuff.